Hey gamers. Now, if you guys have ever watched any of my live streams, you know that I love me some Destiny 2. So for the last month or so, I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers and players make one singular complaint. And it's that Destiny 2 is boring. It usually comes after they've grinded and binged on the game for months, but nevertheless, after doing most activities, people seem to get bored. And this kind of puzzles me because I'm still having loads of fun and there are still plenty of things to do. Even my streaming buddy ZDR has stated on multiple occasions how tired he is of D2 right now, and that usually gets us into a shouting match. In this video, I want to examine the reasons why people have stated that they are bored, and also to refute this claim by showing that there are still plenty of activities in the game that people are just not taking advantage of. Now, most people say that D2 is boring because once they level up their characters, there's no in-game content. Another subset of people say that the story was boring and just skipped all of the cutscenes on all 3 playthroughs. I've even heard that the raids or trials is boring because people just can't finish it or get a team together. I can understand that from a certain perspective, it can be trying to grind out public events or to play a PvP playlist or do the same strikes. I get it. The content itself is repetitive, but I'm going to argue that the secret to Destiny is not the content, but the social aspect. It's not about running through the raid just to get some gun. It's about running through the raid with your friends. It's not about just owning noobs in Crucible either. It's about owning noobs in Crucible and asking your boys, man, did you see that? I argue in D2 as well as D1 were more of a tool for social gathering than a game with a definable objective. I have friends from D1 that I now play D2 with, and that's from over 4 years ago. Some of my fondest memories is playing D1 with my stepdad and brother and running through the same strike over and over again just to get a particular gun. I don't remember the strike too well, or whatever loot I got from it, but I do remember the conversations I had with the people I played with and how it made me feel. Now that D2 has come around, I feel like people are trying to make it something that it's not. First off, congratulations to Bungie. I feel like D2 is better in every way to D1. Yeah, there's less loot, but just give it some time, people. The game just dropped a few months ago. And from Halo to Destiny, has Bungie not been on point with their updates and their content? I trust them, and I'm sure that there will be more adventures and loot to be had in the coming expansions. But back to the point, D2 is simply a different beast. I love the fact that the game was made more accessible. I'm pretty sure that they were betting on some of the hardcore players leaving once they finished their grinding. It's not meant to be the same game, leading us to the next and possibly best point. Destiny 2 simply isn't boring at all. The story was so well thought out, so well executed, it could be a movie. I played through the story over 3 days. I gave myself time to digest the themes. Once that was finished, I moved into the social space and started looking for clans. I found a really good clan, we're called the Might as Well. And we did the raid, we did some trials, we did some PvP, we even did some public events. I held no expectations for loot, I just simply wanted to have fun. And I had fun with old friends, with new friends. And that, I argue, is the heart of the game. If you're not having fun with this game, you're just simply playing it wrong. Play the same modes. Go in, loot new areas, loot old areas, play some PvP, play some trials. There's so many things to do. PvP is a big example of this. A whole game mode gets ignored by, I would probably say, a larger majority of the community. because they're put off of the idea of playing against other people. There's a whole different dynamic to PvP. There are meta strats and techniques just waiting to be learned there. It's not necessarily to get sweaty, but you know, it does make you a better PvE player overall, getting good at PvP. I even take the time to experiment with different weapon classes and setups. You know, famously, I like to run double hand cannon on long range maps just to see what I can get away with and what I can't, where the best chokes are, where they're not, what's the best way to attack an enemy who has a anti-ope when I have a slow firing hand cannon and still win the engagement. I mean, there's so many different things that you could be working on, you know, other than just grinding for loot. You know, or I might switch it up and I might say, let me see if I can dive on someone while shooting them with my Mida while I'm in the air, and then landing while maintaining target acquisition. You know, all in all, if you want it to be, Destiny will be fun. It's really up to you. I chose it to be fun, and it is fun for me. I make the effort to reach out on Reddits and PS4 communities, and I go into other people's parties and meet new folks. You know, I work really hard to keep the clan chat active. I invite new friends to play with me every single chance that I get. D2 is an open world, and how you choose to experience that world is completely up to you. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and thank you for the watch time. This channel definitely needs it. That must mean you must have liked what you heard, so please throw us a like. It would really help this channel grow faster. I would really like this to be my full-time job, so any likes, comments, shares will aid to that goal. Also, think about subscribing as well. I'm always streaming, and I drop some cool thought-provoking videos like this on the regular, but streams are up every day. And thanks again, and remember to play better, watch Juste Meta. Thanks for watching.